Yo, what is going on, plebs? It is your boy, Mr. Plebe. Welcome back to another brand new Rainbow Six Siege Skull Rain DLC video. Today in this video, I'm just going to go over basically lots of stuff about this game and lots of fixes with the updates, as well as new things they've implemented and old things that they have fixed. Now, I'm not going to go over every little thing, but I do have a big chunk of information here that I want to put out to you guys and let you all know just by watching this video. So if you don't know, this is the easiest way possible to get this information. So let's get right into it. So first things first, and one of the most important is the game health. Now, one of the big things with DLC season number 3 Skull Rain was, of course, game health and overall game issues. They wanted to address a lot of things, change a lot of things, as well as introduce new content with this update. That being said, game health, there's a lot of things that fall into this category, so I'm just going to fire them off and talk about them a little bit. So first thing I have is the client anti-cheat that was implemented. Before, there was the firefight anti-cheat. Now there is the Fairlight anti-cheat on the client end as well. So not just on the server's end that you're playing against, but also on our individual ends as well, which is a good thing because we all know there's a lot of cheaters. Not so much on consoles, this more for PC, but now there is definitely client anti-cheat in place. Next thing I want to talk about is team killing. Now we all know team killing was a big part of this game and had a lot of issues. That being said, there is now offenses for team killing, kind of that go to, just like rage quitting team killing, that kind of go in lieu with how CSGO was taking an approach to it over the years and stuff like that. So put it this way, first offense in casual equals kicked from the game. First offense in ranked equals a 50-minute ban and a 50% renown penalty for 30 minutes. Second offense is ban for 30 minutes. Doesn't matter whether it's in casual or in ranked. Third offense of team killing, you're banned for 2 hours. Your fourth offense, you're banned for 24 hours, which is 1 whole day. Fifth offense, you are banned for 7 days in total. So when I mentioned the in lieu to Counter-Strike, it's kind of taking the approach to that for team killing and stuff and getting kicked from games. Then this is their new implemented strategy to deal with that stuff, which is very, very good. Another thing that they decided to do is being able to hide chat on PC. We all know when you're playing on PC in this game, not for consoles, once again, there is a chat available to type to other players. You can now have the ability to hide said chat just because, aka right from the post by Rainbow Six game, being so to cut down the levels of toxicness between players in games, so you can have the ability to hide chats. You don't have to deal with all that toxic bullshit. So some of the new things as well is no operator and or gun clipping through walls and or barricades. None of us really enjoyed the whole idea of laying down in a corner with both of your feet sticking out the other side of the wall and getting shot in the ankles and it being a kill. Also, when you're trying to look through doors and windows and barricades, sometimes your gun would clip through them if you're lying down or standing up, whatever, it doesn't really matter, and the enemy could, on the other side of said barricade and or wall, could see you due to this issue. There is absolutely no operator or gun clippings as of this update. I have yet to see any in game, so can confirm this is right from the notes that we've all received. So also, kill cam is more accurate. There's a more accurate kill cam. An idea of what makes it more accurate, I'm not really entirely sure, but I know sometimes there was some glitchy kill cam, so they probably just fixed something that was minimal. Now, better connectivity. We also had a big issue with the servers where you would always get disconnected from shit. Super annoying. So supposedly there's better connectivity now. Also, team loadout info on the waiting screen now. So that means when you go into a game, you choose your operator, choose your different attachments and stuff you want to use, and then as soon as you hit confirm, right before it goes to the screen where you choose where you want to deploy to start using your cameras, on the screen it shows everyone's operator in a big square rectangle, their picture, and what they're using on their loadout, so everyone on your team knows. It's a lot nicer looking, looks a lot more professional. I enjoyed a lot. There's also now full screen weapon preview, so if you want to preview your weapons or anything like that, you can now do it full screen, and you can manipulate it any which way and form to look at it from any angle you wish, as well as zoom in, 3x zoom, and zoom back out. It's really, really useful for taking screenshots and stuff like that for YouTube thumbnails for me, things like that. More detailed tactical maps now. So if you've ever used the tactical map features on the Rainbow Six game website or ubisoft.rainbow6 .game.com or whatever the fuck it is, then now you've used tactical maps before, then you know that it shows all the maps and the different levels of it. They now added way more detail into it, so they look a lot better. Shows a lot of little tiny things that wouldn't be there prior to this, and they updated that for all the maps, so there's a lot more in-depth review, and you guys can study the maps more using the tactical maps and set up plays and stuff like that for competitive matches, whatever you play. You can also now choose who spawns with the diffuser. That is right, so if you have one designated bomb man, then he can spawn with the diffuser every single time. That's a really good feature to have if you know that they're taking it every time. Otherwise, fuck it. I don't know if that's a vote or not. I haven't gotten into custom games to be able to try it out myself, but if you know, let me know. It might be a vote system. It might be an option in custom games, not really entirely sure. There's also a new feature that when all of your drones are destroyed at the beginning of the match, when you're going around trying to find out where secure areas are, trying to find out where enemy players are, mark them on your map, there's also now the option where it shows all the drones are destroyed on the screen, so there's no confusion and people trying to hop in on the cameras and like, where the fuck are they? So it shows now when all the drones are gone. It shows in the bottom left hand, kind of up close to the middle, but towards the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, saying all drones are destroyed. There is a compass on drones and cameras now, which is really useful, so you can determine north, south, east, and west. Another little thing to know is the N for north on the compass now has a red square around it, so it's really easy to know. If you just look for the red, you know you're going north. Not just on PC, also available on console. If you see my videos, I've been using it. It now shows your ping and your FPS available on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, as well as what version of the game you're on, which is really useful. I'm the kind of person who plays Counter-Strike, Overwatch, all that FPS stuff, and when I'm playing it on PC, I like knowing where my ping's at, rated on an accessible location. It's really easy to read, as well as what my FPS is at that time. So we got a few more changes here, guys, trying to fire these off as much as possible. So there's also ranked playlist changes. There is now a reset for Season 3, and you have to play 10 competitive or ranked placement matches to get your rank determined and put into your determined spot. So right now they have it set up so you're either high silver or low bronze or somewhere in the middle, based on uncertainty variables, which they explain. I'm not going to explain it again because I've already read all this. You can look it up more if you want to on their website, the Rainbow Six Siege game website. But yes, so you have to play 10 placement games, and then once you play those, you get put in your rank, which is pretty awesome. I do like that. I like how they did the reset. It's kind of like a monthly thing, just like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 did with their competitive game mode. As well, in custom games, if you're playing a custom match like game battles or tournaments or anything like that, or you're playing ESL, Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, anything like that, now if a host leaves the game will not end. So the game's not going to end if I leg out or something. It's going to keep on going. I do not know if this determines a new host like we've seen in many multiplayer games in the past, or if it just switches it over to the server hosting. I'm not really 100% sure, but now if the host leaves the game will not end in custom games, which is a good thing. Also, one new thing for custom games is there is now a ready up option. So instead of trying to figure out if everyone's ready, you now have to click ready or not ready depending on what your status is, and once everyone is ready, then you are allowed to start the game. Really good feature. A lot of mainstream FPS games have been doing that more recently, and it's a good thing to have, honestly. Yeah, guys, that's basically it that I have for my notes. If you guys have anything else that I missed, I know I'm not going to talk about a lot of glitches that are patched, because if you've ever gone and looked at the patch notes for Rainbow Six Siege, the fucking glitches and little things that they've fixed are laid out there for you, and it's about 7 pages long, so you can freely go look at those yourself. I'm not going to read through them all. There's like a page for one character each in the game, and there's single pages for maps and whatnot, because there's so much stuff that they fixed in this game. But it's definitely going in the right direction. Let me know what you guys think down below of this video and everything that's changed. Even all the glitches that used to be there now are not. More notable ones is, glitching inside of vans and not being able to shoot into them and being able to shoot out at people, stuff like that. So that stuff should be all fixed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully this video was informational. That's a great word. Informational. And make sure to hit that like button down below if you do so much. I would very much appreciate it. Also, let me know in the comments, like I said, if you enjoyed, if there's anything I missed, how you guys are liking the DLC. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy, Mr. Plebe. Subscribe now, join the Pleb Army, and I will see you plebs in the next video. Later days.